So a lot of you guys who've been subscribed for a while, maybe you even came over here because of this video, but I'll link it down in the description below. I'll pop a little image of it up here, but it's probably one of our best videos so far, which is crazy. And it was about painting a John boat camo. It was Josh's 12-foot John boat that he had, and we did a really cheap, basic camo job on it. It came out awesome. A lot of people love the video. People are still watching it, commenting, asking questions and stuff, which is great. And that's kind of why we did it, so we could show people how to do it. So I don't own a John boat. Josh is like completely obsessed with John boats and everything to do with them. We call him John Boat Josh. He needs to make a YouTube channel, but he won't. So I'm gonna document this for him. So the boat that we painted before, he sold that one. It's gone. He upgraded to a larger boat, so now he has a 1448 longer and wider boat, bigger motor, and you know, he just upgraded it. So and he wants to camo it. We want to do something a little bit different, do something a little bit more durable that's gonna take a beating, because he duck hunts a lot out of this thing. We'll show you his boat. He's got it stripped down, ready for painting. So he'll kind of give you the rundown on what he did to kind of prep that and get that ready to go. Spit shining it, getting it ready. Here's the new boat. Ditched the old 12-footer, went with the 14. Josh actually painted this thing a couple weeks ago, repainted it.
Alright, so I didn't show any of the prep for painting the boat. That's pretty boring stuff anyway, but what I did was any spots where the paint had chipped, I just brought it down to bare metal, and I just roughed it up with a sander to get the logos and everything else off. I just used a razor blade and some WD-40 and a little Goo Gone and a little goof off, and pretty much everything I could do to get the stuff off. And I'm going to paint it with a roller using Lumahawk paint, aluminum boat paint.
The paint job wasn't bad on it. It just had been, it was sitting out for a while on one side, right?
Quite a long time.
It was like faded a little bit,
Faded.
And you just wanted a fresh paint job on there. What was the stuff that you used?
It was a Lumahawk. It was kind of a pain. It was definitely a pain to use, but it's supposed to be very good paint for aluminum boats. I maybe would go a different route other than the Lumahawk if you're going to do it yourself and wanted to spray it. I think
Yeah, you rolled it on.
I did have to roll it because of the type, that Lumahawk paint dried so quickly.
Yeah.
But
it's like a epoxy.
it's like
coating.
an epoxy type paint.
It's really pretty durable.
It's durable so far, but it was definitely a pain to put on. But
Sticky mess.
it was sticky. It dried
Yeah,
like
you can see
instantly.
You can see some of the roller marks, but I think we're gonna probably end up covering some of that up with the camo.
Yeah.
But he just wanted a better like finish on it, a little harder finish, and make it all one uniform color.
And it's gonna get covered with camo anyway, because it is a John boat.
That's right.
It's got to be camo.
Right. If you guys watched the last video that we did years ago, Josh had actually printed out some stencils, and we had them laminated, and then we cut them out, so we kind of cheated. We actually didn't buy any stencils, right? You know how we did? And then we laid them on the boat, spray painted them with just rattle cans. So this time,
We've graduated.
This time we graduated, and Josh got the red leg camo.
I think this is like the Havoc Timber.
Havoc Timber is what we think it is. Yeah, it says Havoc on there.
Yeah.
Ordered it right online. I'll link those down in the description below. So we just got these two stencils this time. We're going to do a little bit of a different
Pattern.
We're going to try to do something similar to this with the darker blotches and then the tree bark sort of camo dark over it. So no grass this time, no light colors, just going darker colors.
Yeah, the grass was really, I thought it was being more practical last time, but it didn't matter. It was in the water. Most of the time we don't hunt out of the boat anymore, and it just gets pushed up on the shore.
We're using a spray gun instead of rattle cans, and Josh had to go and get this special paint. It's actually
Chem 400 enamel that Sherwin-Williams makes. You can go on the Red Legs website and buy the paint from them, or you can call Sherwin-Williams directly and get it, but a flat black color and then major brown.
So it's a stuff that
Yeah.
it's a stuff that the Red Leg actually
Yep.
makes,
And
and it's a more durable enamel
Yeah, if
than
you
the
buy-
rattle can would be.
If you end up buying a boat from like Havoc or like Prodigy, this is the type of paint that they use on their boats.
So it's going to be professional.
Yeah,
It's going to be a professional job. Like I said, we'll link everything down in the description below that we're using. All the links for the camos, the paints, and spray gun, everything that we're using. So check that out if you're going to do this yourself. And let's get painting. Well, we got the brown finally to work. I don't know what percent did we think we reduced it.
10 or 15%, I think.
Yeah, 10-15% with xylene. We had to go to the store and pick some of this up. Just dumped a little bit in the hopper there, mixed it up, shot like butter. Alright, so we got the brown all on. Came out pretty good. Wasn't too hard once we figured out how to do it. Well, there's the brown. It's kind of hard to see. We'll show you in the daylight tomorrow. I'm getting ready to put the black on. Josh is mixing her up. Let's knock her out.
Out, buddy.
That looks fucking sick.
Doesn't it, dude? I'm pumped on it.
I just finished painting her up. It looks awesome. I'm gonna give you guys a way better look at it in the daylight once this dries tomorrow. But I'll give you guys a little shot of it here. Check that out. Looks super sick. Really good. Looks like a completely different boat. I mean, look at that thing. With the inside, this is all going to be floored over. We did have a little boo-boo here. We got a little bit of paint, but this is all going to be like C-deck EVA foam material at some point. But other than that, it looks pretty damn good. All right, guys, so it's the next day here. The sun's starting to poke out, so I'm going to pull the boat out. It's all nice and dry. We'll get a look at that camo job that we did, so hold on tight. Alright guys, check this thing out. This came out so good. Oh my god. It's even better in the sunlight here. You can kind of see that the surface of this has a little bit of almost like, not really gloss, but a little bit of a shine to it. And when we put that black and brown on there, it really dulled down the side of the boat, so there's no shine at all. It looks super sick. That is awesome. Alright guys, Josh isn't even here to end off the video, but he was super pumped last night when we finished this, and he's going to be pretty pumped to see what it looks like in the daylight too. So no complaints whatsoever. This is 10 times better than the paint job that we did on the old John boat video. That'll be linked down in the description below. It's definitely a cheaper, easier, quicker way to do everything, but this is gonna last a lot longer. With those rattle cans, the Rust-Oleum, or you know, the basic Camo rattle cans that you can get, it works well. They weren't that durable, you could kind of scrape them right off. But with this red leg Camo paint, it's a hardened enamel and you can't scratch it, it's not coming off. So it's gonna take a beating. It's made for duck boats, John boats, and it's gonna hold up way better. And this looks like a professional job, and we did it right at home in one night, so no big deal. So we will leave down in the description all the paint, all the stuff that we used to do this project. It really wasn't all that expensive, but like the air gun, the paint, and the stencils, that's really all you need. And then just a couple buddies, one person to hold the stencil, one person to shoot the paint. It's hard to do it by yourself, but you can do it. But we did have to reduce the brown. We showed you that in the video. The black, for some reason, was a little bit more, it was a little bit thinner of a paint, so we didn't have to reduce that as much. But if you're gonna do this, I would have on hand something to reduce that paint down. So depending on what type of gun you have and everything, it's gonna shoot nicely. But so Josh has a couple projects he wants to do with this boat. Obviously it's a blank canvas right now. He wants to do like a sea deck or material foam on the casting deck, maybe one on the back, maybe make some type of light bar enclosure, maybe a trolling motor mount up here. So if you guys have any ideas that you'd like to see us do to this boat, definitely leave them down in the comments down below, and we'll take you on this build process. He's gonna slowly build this boat up, and when he does some of the major stuff like the decking and stuff, we'll bring you guys along and show you how we do it. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.